Hello and howdy ho everybody, Foxy Games here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV full story playthrough. When last we left off, we took our first steps into El Amigo, and we met the Resistance and managed to convince them that it would be a good idea to support us. At least this faction of them. And, well, now we've got some work to do, and we're going to start off with Manago's quest. Never mind, we're starting off with Mefrid. Huh. I could swear I was over by Manago. Oh well. We're gonna start with Mefrid's quest then. Lys. Ida and I were born in Alagana, though I can't say I remember much about it. That's fine. Let's talk to Mefrid. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade, if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There are more villages there than out here, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully. Way's clear. After you, Foxy. Do be careful out there, miss. Wouldn't want to lose a soldier like you so early in the fight. As if you could.
I remember the peaks of Garlemald, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
And here we are, the peaks. This wasn't the work of the Garleans, but of Theodoric. His army massacred the monks here decades ago. By the time the Black Wolf arrived with his legion, it was already a ruin. Oh yeah, this place has seen better days for sure. I always happen to go out in the dark. It's ridiculous. We have a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember, though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The village to the east, and the villages to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. Alright, let's mount up and get moving. We, of course, have plenty of ether currents to find out here, and we shall do so in good time. I keep forgetting to buy Gishel Greens, so we won't be fighting with our Chocobo just yet. Look at these beautiful blue flowers. Garlemald is pretty in some places. Overall, I find it kind of bland, but eh. I mean, it's a desert, largely. Except out here, clearly not. Gods, look at that tower to the southeast. How long did it take them to build it? Oh yeah, it's pretty tall. But it's also very thin. Nary an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Alagana's due east past that bridge. Follow me. It's not much further. Some pretty butterfly enemies. They will attack on sight, though. These are the meanest butterflies you'll ever meet. I couldn't have been older than 5 when we left this place. My memories are hazy at best. Well, that's understandable. You left in a hurry, I'm sure. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Alagana. It feels strange coming back home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his calls to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, and there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance, and rightfully so. Yeah, but he wasn't an outsider. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Well, I'm sure somebody is. Shoes. Well, they're shoes. They do look quite nice, though. I like the fur on the end. Ragenfried, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Sounds good to me. I was curious. Okay, yeah. That gear is not as good as mine. There's a few people here. This place is definitely more a hamlet than a village, you would say. Oh well. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. You look just like Conrad. Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Alagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, you are comrades of Mefrid. I see, I see. Speak on, though. I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more, such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes, and now you come to steal away what few remain. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time? Cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our tradition, even our god, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now, leave us be and never return. You've got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed. And that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't. Because it's my village too. My home. What in the hell's you on about? Wait. I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hext. And I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ralga, the last time I saw you, you were... I didn't even know if you were still alive. I never thought you'd come home. I almost didn't, and my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Alagana is as much your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. Harsh. Do what you will and say what you like. You'll find no recruits here. You say that. Oh, right. Before I go wandering off to the next quest, I do wonder if I can buy some Gishel Greens here and summon my Chocobo. Maybe it's something else. Tools? Oh my god. You don't sell them. Motherfucker. Oh, whatever. Fuck it, it doesn't matter. We'll buy some back in Ralga's Reach when we go there. This guy's name is Bucky Barnes. God damn it. And he's a Hrothgar. Interesting choice for that name. We didn't come here to fight. I hope I haven't made a mess of things. Nah, I'm sure you're fine. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us to recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. Yeah, about all we can do. Let's see what we can do for these good people. Griseldis. You'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. I just want to help. Looking for folks down on their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out, too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea what helps it, though. I need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. Eh? You're going to get some for me just like that? You needn't trouble yourself so. Ah, we're the Warrior of Light. This is what we do. Angry Curl. A new face in Elegana? Huh. What would you ask of me, then? A stranger and a generous soul besides? Bollocks. There's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. Unfortunately, you're right. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Right then, Frightened Curl is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. You ought to understand. Frightened Curl, Angry Curl. I gotta say, you Rogadin, you really know how to pick your names. Alright. so we have to kill one of these, a Chapuli. And I have almost forgotten how to play Paladin at this point. It's been a while. Well, that wasn't so hard. And we got a horn. Next monster. Well, I dare say that looks like one of the things we'll have to kill. Indeed it is, a hornbill. A Garlemald hornbill, for that matter. And that takes care of that. Of course, we do have another quest to do, so we'll head out into the wilderness and do it. Well, this must be close to that quarry. Or not. What is he doing out here? And who are you? Cooking up a tasty stew to fuel our friend quarrying over there. I'd help him by taking up a pickaxe myself, but we'd end up with more stone than we could ever sell. There just isn't that much demand for it nowadays. So it is the quarry. Oh, okay. It's, not much of a quarry, but I guess they don't need much. Hmm? Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick them up. I'm the Warrior of Light. Unconscionably heavy sacks. There's a joke in there that I'm just not gonna make. Okay. Well, we can go back to, Aligana now. Alright, Angry Curl, we've got your bags. Your sacks. Your heavy, heavy sacks. I said I wasn't gonna make the joke, and here I am. Look at that adorable outfit. I can't turn to see the front. Whatever. The new face. You have my leftovers? I sure do. You load 10 and 6 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Yep. Huh, well I'll be. He actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. Tain't hard for my brother to pass for any other plodding quarryman, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side, to bundle up and sell to the sutlers what trade with the resistance. Aha! It's a living, and a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive, even. Though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know, is all. That we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. You're a good man, Angry Curl. And you and your brother are braver than most. Well, Griseldus, we have your reagents. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Aligana? You've been gone like 5 minutes. Makes a fine medicinal tea when ground into a fine powder and mixed with other ingredients. Oh, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs. And then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it'd have made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment the Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. And by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, and many others, I imagine. Help them too, if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Well, it's kind of our thing to go around righting wrongs. Even if it is for not much. Oh, let's talk to Elise over here and this cynical youth she's conversing with. Excuse me, but could I have a moment of your time? What's this about? Alright, that amounted to very little. I'm not even done much today. I'm already knackered. Some days this village just saps the life out of me. I mean, look at it, though. I don't fucking blame you. More shoes. We're not even gonna look at them. Ah, there you are, Foxy. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's lease going on, by the way? You'd think people would be inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. Well, let's see. How is she doing? No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot, on the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager? That's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends deigning to help us poor unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Mefred. And it is understandable. Some people just would not want to fight. They figure they're safer if they don't. And considering how harsh the Empire is on dissent, it isn't unreasonable to think that way. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but... Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow. I don't know. But if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd have never met Foxy or the rest of you. We might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. As these good people have made it clear. Uh-oh. And the sun's coming up, finally. Help! Someone help! We need help! I read that wrong. Oh well. I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Orkrata, he... the Tributum and the bloody Ratmen, they... damn it all. You there, take a deep breath and tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tributum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Keycurtain attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was just an old temple before they came, and... Listen, Warkrata's the only family I've got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat? If the Ratmen took him there, he's as good as dead. We've got to get after them. If there's even a chance her brother's alive, we have to try. Yeah, put him in his place. Oh yeah, there's that cute outfit. I love that hat. My god, that's cute. We can save him if we hurry. Come on. You shouldn't get our hopes up like that. Everyone knows the Ratmen eat their prisoners. Oh dear. You've got to hurry. The gods only know what they could be doing to him. Well, they could be eating him. If this sudden leg of mine was any good, I'd... Oh jeez. It's alright, we got it. You're right, Lise, we've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tributum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. Yeah. So, Orkrata is being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Keycurtain bandits. That about covers it, then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Yeah, if the Imperials are waiting on a tribute that never arrives, I imagine they'll come here and punish these people. Well, that thing is just terrifying. It's a flying beard made out of dust. Alright, we're gonna try our best to avoid fighting anything unnecessary. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Oh, naturally, he'd be all the way up at the top of the Ziggurat. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the Ziggurat, as I just explained. Uh-oh. Who dares comes to loot our man-flesh? Ours to eat! Ours to eat! These are some weird-looking Keycurtain. We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. I also said there'd be a bloody host of them. There aren't that many. I thought you'd said there'd be no challenge. Oh, I read that in the wrong order. Well, they can take a few hits, that's for sure, but they don't hit particularly hard. Up the Ziggurat we go, then. If any of you feel like attacking me in the meantime, it's your funeral. This reminds me of, like, the troll architecture in World of Warcraft. There we are. Well, you're most certainly going to get in the way, so you get to die today. you just pocket sand me? Motherfucker. Alright, buddy. You're safe now. And you are very much dead. Yay. More pressing matters at hand. I guess I clicked him too quick. By Vralgar, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's going to be all right. My sister? Oh, Ralga be praised, she's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me? To think there are still good, brave folk in this world. We should go before the Kiku and return in force. Do you still have the Tributum? Oh god, it's a Tributum! The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What, right now? In your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. Well, he has a point, Lise. Oh, hi. Oh, there's somebody else up here. Ow. Unlike him, are barely considered people under Imperial rule. They're to work hard and pay their taxes, and if they don't, there'll be 7 hells to pay. Beatings, imprisonment, enslavement, and as far as your womenfolk, well... Ooh, that's rough. To say the least. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Foxy, Mefrid, I think we need to go after Werkrata. Wait, you had better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that, I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. I don't like this. Getting a little too involved, and not that we don't want to help these people, but if we get involved and the Imperials find out about it, we won't be the ones to suffer. We can fight back, these people can't. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. Man, fuck you. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Any luck? A chocobo feather, is it? By my reckoning, it came from Werkrata's bird, in which case... There's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. On we go, then. Can they really see us all the way up there in the tower? I'm sure they've got some means. Any minute now, I expect he'll come thundering around the bend, and... You hear that? Get to cover, quickly now. Oh dear. Here come the Garleans.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Well, that was difficult to watch. We could have done something instead of just letting it happen. No. Not here. Not then. I heard the commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. But they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Yeah, those people weren't Garleans. Not native-born Garleans, anyway. Well, Grata's alive, and the tributum's been paid. Oh, that's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. Best get back to Alagana and tell Ragnfried his man got the job done. Yeah, let's go back. Best not to hang around in sight of that big ugly thing. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Makrata told me everything. How you fought with the Kikern and saved his life. For all the good it did. We saw what happened when he met with the Skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. Aye, I reckon you could. Nefrid's a warrior, as is your comrade, and you're strong like your father, that much is plain. But I think, Ralga, you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Makrata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do. But I'm telling you, God's in the heavens is my witness, that we've nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox too. If she's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. I knew Curtis when he was younger. Golden locks and piercing blue eyes. When I finally looked into hers, I saw at once she was his. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's alright. Of course she's not, but we should go and check all the same. Where did Lise run off to, anyway? Ah, she's straight ahead. Sorry about running off like that. Alamegans terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to just storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Makrata to just lie there in the dirt while I kicked him. They would have killed him if he'd done anything else. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place, or even my father's face. But I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home. But not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. 'Twasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I loved my village. But when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Makrata. But you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but... If your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Ralga's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. Hey, that turned out way better than expected. Alright, back to Ralger's Reach. Don't forget, Foxy, to buy Gishel Greens. Alright, we bought some Gishel Greens, or Gisal Greens as they're actually called in this one. I don't know if they've always been called that, but ever since I was a kid I called them Gishel Greens. I have no idea if I just misread it or what. But anyway, we'll finish things up over here, and then we'll go do Manago's quest. If you don't mind, I was thinking of staying here and assisting Mefred with the training of new recruits. That sounds like a good idea. I leave you in my officer's capable hands, and then in yours. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but... when, not if. That day will come, Lys. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamegan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lys. Your father certainly was. Right then, I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Foxy, Lys, it's been a pleasure. And it was nice to work with you too, Mefred. Thank you for your help in Aligata. I'll admit that I didn't have high hopes when we first set out, but the results speak for themselves. Well done. You say the same thing. You say the same thing. Alright, let's go and help Manago. Speaking of Manago, she and Alice are right here. Let us defer to Manago with regards to the route. When we could just as easily head back the way we came, there could be any number of reasons why we would not. Got everything you need? Good. Then let us be off. Let's get going. The road awaits. Why have we stopped? Is aught amiss? Quiet! Hear that? That was a ceruleum engine backfiring. Imperials. Hey, God, you have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds that could mean life and death, be they of a predator or a patrol. From what I'm hearing, you have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor. Wide search pattern, divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and try to take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it, then. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west. Foxy's best equipped to deal with that. We attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous on the west bank after. Any questions? No? And good luck. I like you, Nago. You're a woman of action just like me. Well, just like Foxy. I'm certainly no woman. Look, I have bigger fish to fry than you. You know what? Let's bring Lidos out to play. Motherfucking bird. No offense, Ludos. Oh, it's thunderstorming out. How appropriate. We're just going into battle. Oh, look. It's the armor. Man, you guys are pathetic. Then again, I am level 67. That's what happens when you're doing dungeons and stuff. I avoided leveling as best as I could. You know, didn't want to get too high and just blitz through this stuff. But alas. I'm pleased to report that the Empire is short 3 soldiers. Not that any self-respecting legatus would be sorry to lose them. That's true. It looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from the other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work, killing men and women like that. But don't doubt that they'd do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in a blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened at the wall. This is true. Armor. Ah yes, we've seen this. We'll take it for glamour purposes. Oh yes, more armor. Wow, that looks kinda cool, actually. That's quite pretty. And so is that. Right. I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol. Back across the crocodile-infested river. You know, I always thought it was kind of funny. Like, you have these giant bird things over here, and these water sprites, and those weird-looking bug things that were in the other area. And then you have these realistic-looking fucking crocodiles just hanging out. This always looked very out of place to me. Oh. Looks like we're not out of the woods yet. Actually, we're walking back into the woods. More soldiers. I didn't think they'd come this far west. But better to be safe than sorry. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. Ah, good. You said the forces at Castramorians were under the command of Flame General Rauban Aldin, did you not? By Ralgar, the Bull of Alamigo himself. I never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legend. Well, you're gonna meet him. Just, he's short an arm. I mean, that doesn't mean he's any less fierce. If you remember the Grand Melee, and who could forget, Rauban still put up a hell of a fight. Alright, hey, Pippin's here. I returned from a survey of the wall but a moment ago. We have yet to recover Papalimo's personal effects, I am sorry to say, but you may rest assured we will notify you and yours the moment we do. It's hard to say if there will be anything left. Pretty sure his entire body dissolved into ether.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the blood sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamigan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
Oh, there went the voice acting budget for this particular cutscene. Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castellum Villadina. Namely, the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Damn it all, more Magitech weapons. That's the last thing we need. Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and 1 or 2 support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying further deployment. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire. You'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone. And you were going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly. And so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to East End, where our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you? Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan anon. And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. No intention to do so whatsoever. very rainy and stormy in Alamigo today. Fate has a way of leading one into the most unexpected alliances, does it not? I mean, this wasn't wholly unexpected. Prototype Magitech armor, eh? This may prove a challenge. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force on this side of the wall, but that's all about to change. And when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look I see, it is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to this spot on your map. Right here, aye. The patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Foxy. So we're to rile the Imperials up a little bit. And lead them straight into an ambush. I like this plan. I like this plan a lot. I've been seeing this horse mount a lot. I wonder where it came from. Probably that Moogle treasure hunt event that was going on that I wholly ignored. Aha, here they are. Well, he's gonna die to my dots, so... That wasn't so hard. And people are really not liking these big tree things. And again, this one is directly in the way, so let's just kill it. Stupid fucking tree thing. Hey, a whole bunch of people are here. Great. All went to plan then? Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castellum Veladina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. Lovely. Let's put some holes in these Imperials. That's a big chungus. Oh, look who it is.
Grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces. It's like all my name days have come at once.
Yeah, you said that last time.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush. Attack!
Oh boy. You have no idea. Here, let's take care of the Vanguard first. One would think you harbored a grudge against you, Foxy. Whatever did you do to him? Alright, so all that text is going by way too quick.
After them, damn you!
So you guys can read it at your leisure. God, I cannot say enough how much I love this music. I gotta cut down some of these smaller guys.
Now I've gotcha.
There we go. The slashes are all dead. My god, you have a lot of HP. Oh, screw it. Oh my god, you too? Fuck it, I'm just gonna stick dots on everything. Oh look, more people have come to play. They'll die all the same. Hey, you see, you don't have a ridiculous amount of HP. These guys must be like the Reject Legion or something. Uh-oh, what's that? Oh, it's a bit.
You'll be weeping blood!
Oh boy, what are you doing, Robon? Damn!
As a raging bull!
Well, he still didn't kill the thing, but all the little ones are gone. Oh, that's what those things are. They're mines. I wonder if I can lead them into this guy. No, I led it into Robon. Ow. I should probably heal myself. Which one is it? Oh yeah, Clemency. This can't be happening. Not again. Oh, it is. Of course he's gonna run. He who fights and runs. What the? Who in the hell's are you lot? For Alamigo! Let none escape! Oh, you're fucked now, buddy. Oh god, this thing's gonna self-destruct. No time to get to safety. It's literally a minute. There's plenty of time to get to safety. Oh well. We got 30 seconds. We can kill this thing in that short time. No, 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 my secret weapon. Didn't do you much good, did it?
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I've passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
Why didn't we just kill him?
Aye! Run and tell your viceroy! The day belongs to Alamigo! Yeah!
Yeah!
Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Alamigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kemp. 'Twas Marshal Terrapin who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I've no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As will ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until the next battle. Inago, I leave the Scions in your care. We shall return to the castrum, then. Foxy, Mistress Levieur, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. Well, that went exceedingly well. That brute of an Imperial officer was a force to be reckoned with, wasn't he? A fool, mayhap, but he held his own against the Flame General. Oh, he's got good armor, and he's all bulk and no brains. I'd heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously, though, it was inspirational. Ah, well, you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple, then. Thanks for the help out there. Let's see, we get ourselves a new sword. But it looks like another one that we already have. But either way, we'll take it. Just in case it's not quite the same. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. Indeed. Once again, we return victorious. The tale will need to be spread far and wide if it is to help the Resistance draw new recruits. Fortunately, Minago is eager to see to that. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smash them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory, the beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. Huh. To think that the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure. It gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander. Which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread the word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Foxy, Alice, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. Well, we can't use any of these weapons, so we'll take that. I hate to say it, but things are going well. And I only hate to say it because that's usually a flag. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several amongst the Scions' ranks that were eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Arenvald Lentinus, a half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo. For an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of Girabanya, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Alden that we draw up plans for an assault on Castellum Veladina. Then in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can. Things are starting to shape up. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo...
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Oriens and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, They were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by Resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
My lord,
Cowards. Who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes. Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
I so love that cutscene. Because of the song at the beginning and the reveal of Xenos. It's just a great cutscene, and I adore it. But adoration will have to wait until the next episode, for we are now out of time for this one. So, next time, we'll see what the Empire is cooking up for us. They're sure not to leave us alone after what we've just done. So, until then, I'm Foxy Games, and you all take care of yourselves. Bye.
Bye-bye.